I'm ready for distance. We'll work to decision fight. I need decision fight. Because in future, maybe next year, I have bigger step. I hope I have bigger step.
We'd like to welcome everyone to Fight Week. It's been an exciting promotion ever since we first announced the fight, when Oscar and I were doing all the interviews.
We're attracting the world with this fight. This is an international event with two international fighters, two champions, giving you the best fight that you can possibly watch.
We have a guy on our side that believes he can win. But he also respects Triple G to understand that he has to be not good, not so-so. He has to be near, if not perfect.
I had a great camp, it's going to be a very challenging fight, but I'm extremely ready for it, and I'm extremely confident in my abilities. The primary interest is not the coins and nickels, it's making history, and this is what you're going to leave behind, this is how people are going to remember you. I'm leaving the Madison Square with the belts, and a lot of people are going to be surprised.
Triple G is not a guy that underestimates anybody either. Look the way he fights. He's a hunter. So I won't reveal what you do to a hunter, because hunters normally have a gun. In our case, we carry two. You have to disarm those two guns, and let's fight.
Yeah, it's a very dangerous fight for us. It's biggest test for us. For him and for me too. Same size, same speed, same power. I think a little bit different. Boxing IQ, very close fight for us.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, here at Madison Square Garden, New York City, USA, it is time for the official weigh-in for our main event of the evening. First up to the scales, please welcome the reigning and defending IBF middleweight champion of the world, David Lemieux. 159.8 for the IBF middleweight champion of the world, David Lemieux.
Hi, I'm Carolina from Toronto, Ontario, and hopefully Lemieux will win.
Team Lemieux, baby. Team Lemieux. David Lemieux in 6, if not before that, hopefully. But I think in 6 it's going to go down.
Prediction, 8-round David knockout. It's going to be a hard fight. It's going to be a very good fight, but David is going to shock the world.
David Lemieux all the way, man. He's going to win knockout, 6 rounds. He's going to be the best in the world. David Lemieux, let's go!
And now, the undefeated unified champion, Gennady, Triple G Golovkin.
I think Golovkin will knock out Lemieux on 6th round.
Golovkin in the first half, I say like 5 rounds.
It's going to be a cracker, but I think Golovkin in 7.
Golovkin will win. Golovkin not only king, Golovkin is KO king.
I'm going to go for Golovkin. I'm going to say round 6. But I think it's going to be fight of the year.
I think it will be a win by Gennady. I say 5th, 6th round.
We think it's going to be a really good fight, 2 hard punches, but we think ultimately Golovkin's going to win in about 6 rounds, but it's going to be a war.
I know it's going to end by knockout. Lemieux has a lot of power, Golovkin has a lot of power, but Golovkin has better skills, so I think Golovkin by the 5th.
159.4 for Triple G.
Triple G is gonna knock this guy out in 5 rounds. That's it, Triple G is a monster, can't be stopped. Enough said.
Right now, they're going to lay the gloves out. The fighters, try your gloves on, sign it. You can go and eat.
Right now, we try on the gloves for the particular fights, commission then recoups them all up and takes them, and we'll distribute them tomorrow to the particular fighters.
Well, I'll tell you, it's getting crazier every day. You know, back in the day, it was kind of not much to really talk about. It was pretty simple. The guys would come in, here's your gloves, okay, this is number one, this is my second pair, thank you, okay, see you guys 6 o'clock tomorrow in the dressing room, bye. Now, you got all these guys and everybody's a glove expert, and let me try this, and why is his this, and why does he got foam and mine are horsehair? Well, that's what you requested, right? If you want foam, you could have foam too, vice versa. It's just become such a involved process, and everybody's putting their 2 cents in. It's not as fun as it used to be.
Sign, please.
I've always picked out the gloves for my guys. I have real big hands, so I can gauge on what it is that they like. Gennady's never tried a pair of gloves on before a fight since I've had him. I look for the feel, I look for the grip, I look for make sure that there's no imperfections inside that are going to bother his hand, but most of all, just to feel how you can close your hand.
Just one, okay.
In our discussion with David, David accepts as a given that you will be the hardest puncher he's ever been in the ring with. David also believes very strongly that he will be the hardest puncher that you've ever been in the ring with. Now, 350 amateur opponents is a lot, but do you think, as a professional, in your 34 fights as a professional, will he be the hardest puncher that you've been in the ring with?
Probably. I think we have same power, maybe different class, boxing class, different boxing IQ. Distance, timing, and IQ, boxing.
One of the things that Abel said to me with great confidence about you is Gennady always rises to the occasion. The more important the fight, the better he's going to be. But you lost your Olympic final against Gaydarbek.
Yeah.
And you did not fight your best fight that night against Gaydarbek.
Yeah.
What lessons did you learn from that?
No, I remember this fight. This is not sport, it's more politics. Olympic final is more politics. I remember just not my team, my Kazakhstan team. He said, okay, right now we have 2 guys in final, 68 and 75 kilo. Just 8 guys. I don't know why he told me. He said, like first coach, he said, for us, for Kazakhstan team, we have just 1 gold medal. 1 gold medal. Okay, it's no problem. I forgot this situation. I understand after I lose this fight, I understand. Oh, okay.
Abel, are you concerned at all about the psychology of the situation? To Jim's question, he's such a dominant amateur. He's supposed to be the guy who runs the table, and then the one time he needed to be the best version of himself, he was something less than that. How does that factor in now, psychologically?
In the conversations that he and I had about that fight, I don't think maybe he comes across like he's trying to. What happened was before the fight, they told him there was only 1 gold medal. He was going to lose that fight. Right. It doesn't matter what he did unless he knocked somebody out. He's losing the fight. That's what he's trying to tell you. There was only.
And 3 rounds isn't enough to knock a guy out necessarily.
Yeah, it wasn't his style back then.
So you don't feel it's like an issue that you have to address. Hey, come out here. This is the biggest fight of your life, and be the best version of yourself.
No, he understands that. Just like I said, this training camp was different because of his attitude. He just seemed so. Finally, coach, it's here. This is serious. This is the fight we've been waiting for.
Is this the biggest fight of your life, amateur or pro?
100%.
Well, we're finally here. Fight day. We came in this morning to check the arena, check the locker room, check the ring setup, check the walkout that's planned tonight. I always want to put on a good show for the fans. A big drama show like Gennady says, except he does it in the ring and we do it with the atmosphere inside the arena. So we just want to make sure everything is set up correctly and make sure there's nothing got overlooked, to make sure everyone's on the same page. There's so many different entities coming in together to produce this fight between MSG, the HBO production team, from both sides of the promoters. So we want to make sure everyone's on the same page and everything is synchronized and organized. It's a great show, and all the hard work now is all coming together, and we're excited about just presenting the show for the fans tonight.
The IBF has implemented, I don't know how many years now, precautionary measures to try and make sure that the fighters are not over a certain limit come fight time. So the next morning after the weigh-in, generally it's sometime in the morning, 9 o'clock for this one, you have to be less than 10 pounds than your weight for the fight. This fight was at 160, so that both fighters have to be under 170. If they're not, then it reverts back to yesterday's weigh-in where the same rules apply. You have to make it within 2 hours or you're not fighting for the belt. You're still fighting, but you're not fighting for the belt. Luckily for us, both guys came in way under the limit, a couple pounds under the limit, I believe. So the fight's on.
All of the 5 title fights are going to be using the uniform rules of boxing. I just want to tell you a few more things about New York and the way we do things. All fighters are going to be drug tested. All camps, all fighters should have 2 mouthpieces. If a mouthpiece is knocked out, obviously, in the corner, you're aware of that, get that second mouthpiece ready. Hand wrapping, corners, if you want to watch the other side wrap, that is your absolute right. New York, like in California, referee or doctor can stop the fight. They both have that authority. In New York, we have our warning sound. It's a familiar sound to all of you. It comes here 5 seconds before the bell rings to end each round. Corners, if you want to stop the fight, you don't throw in the towel here. You let your inspector know. If there's a knockout or a technical knockout where a fighter is hurt where he needs medical attention, I'm asking both sides stay out of the ring. 3 judges, 10-point must system. There is a mandatory 8 count, of course, which means that if your fighter is knocked down and he gets up before the count of 8, the referee will continue counting to 8. We'll make sure the fight is okay before he allows the fight to continue. There is no standing 8 count. Okay, there is no 3 knockdown rule. Boxers cannot be saved by the bell in any round. Okay. All right, everybody good? Perfect.
For the thousands in attendance and the millions watching around the world, ladies and gentlemen, let's get ready to rumble! TKO victory, and he is now the unified IBF, IBO, WBA, interim WBC, middleweight champion of the world, Gennady Triple G.
What can you say? Gennady proved that he's at the top of the sport, not only from a marketing standpoint, a recognition standpoint, but also, all the mythical pound for pounds.
Gennady showed today that he can box a little bit. He's not just a puncher. David gave us the opportunity to be able to display that.
First of all, thank you very much to my team. Today is a big day for me. I'm very proud to my team. Because I have unification fight and my first debut in pay-per-view fight.
A bit disappointed tonight. Would love to give the fans a bit better show. I feel the fight was stopped a bit too early.
Today for David, he going to school, to boxing school.
His jab, he had a good jab. He had a good solid jab. He's a very good fighter. He's a good champion.
Gennady Golovkin is at the top of the sport of boxing. There's no question that Cotto Canelo is a huge event. He wants to see who's the WBC champion after that fight. WBC's mandated the winner of Cotto Canelo has 15 days to ratify if they're going to fight Gennady or not.
Two great champions, both great champions. Miguel, respect, and Canelo. I know he's superstar too. Who win? I'm ready.